In this video, we can discuss about the metabolism or biotransformation of the drug. In this, we will discuss the definition and what will happen if the reaction take place, and the classification of metabolism, phase 1 and phase 2 reactions, then drugs which will induce the metabolism and their consequences, drug which will inhibit the metabolism and their consequences, and the first pass metabolism. So let's start with the definition. It is defined as the chemical alteration of the drug in the body. Now, where will the metabolism take place? The primary site is liver, and other sites like kidney, intestine, lungs, and plasma. Now, what will happen if metabolism is take place? It will convert non-polar compound, that means lipid soluble compound, to polar compound which are lipid insoluble. So what will happen? By this conversion, it will be easily excreted without reabsorbing in the renal tubules. So that is the main aim of metabolism. After the elicit of pharmacological effect of the drug, it should be metabolized and it should be excreted through urine. For that, it has to be converted to lipid insoluble non-polar drug to lipid soluble polar drugs to lipid insoluble polar compounds. Now let's see what will happen if biotransformation or metabolism occur. Usually the metabolism is to take place to any one of these three actions. First one is inactivation. Drug metabolite അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മെറ്റബോളിസം നടക്കുന്നത് ഡ്രഗ് ഇനാക്ടിവേറ്റഡ് ആക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടായിരിക്കാം. ഡ്രഗിൻ്റെ എഫക്റ്റ് ഒക്കെ പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിൻ്റെ എഫക്റ്റ് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ആ ഡ്രഗിനെ ഇനാക്ടിവേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടായിരിക്കാം. സോ ഇൻ ദിസ് ആക്റ്റീവ് ഡ്രഗ് ആൻഡ് ദെയർ മെറ്റബോളൈറ്റ്സ് വിൽ ബി converted to inactive and less reactive metabolites. So examples are ibuprofen, paracetamol, lidocaine, chloramphenicol, and propranolol. Sometimes the active metabolite drugs may be produced from active drugs. So drug may converted to one or more active metabolites. Example is digitoxin and digoxin, allopurin and allosandin. അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഡ്രഗ്സിൻ്റെ പ്രശ്നം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ കൊടുക്കുന്ന ഡ്രഗ് എഫക്റ്റ് ആയിരിക്കില്ല, അതിൻ്റെ മെറ്റബോളൈറ്റ്സുകളായിരിക്കും കൂടുതൽ ആക്റ്റീവ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഡ്രഗ്സുകൾ. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഹാസ് ടു ബി മെറ്റബോളൈസ്ഡ് ടു ഗെറ്റ് ദ എഫക്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ദി ഡ്രഗ്. നൗ ഇറ്റ് മേ ബി ഫോർ ദ ആക്ടിവേഷൻ ഓഫ് ആൻ ഇനാക്റ്റീവ് ഡ്രഗ്സ്. ചില ഡ്രഗ്സുകൾ നമ്മൾ പ്രോ ഡ്രഗുകളായിട്ടാണ് കൊടുക്കുക. ഓക്കെ, ഇനാക്റ്റീവ് ഡ്രഗിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ പ്രോ ഡ്രഗ്സ് എന്ന് പറയാം. ഇറ്റ് ഹാസ് ടു ബി മെറ്റബോളൈസ്ഡ് ടു ഫോം ആൻഡ് വൺ ഓർ മോർ ആക്റ്റീവ് മെറ്റബോളൈറ്റ്സ്. എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഇസ് ലിവോഡോപ്പ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് കൺവേർട്ടഡ് ടു ഡോപ്പമിൻ ഫോർ ദെയർ ആക്ഷൻ. ലിവോഡോപ്പ ആസച്ച് യാതൊരു ആക്ഷനും ഇല്ല, അത് ഡോപ്പമിൻ ആയിട്ട് കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് അത് അതിൻ്റെ ആക്ഷൻ പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് എഫക്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ബയോട്രാൻസ്ഫോർമേഷൻ റിയാക്ഷൻ നടന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ് ഡ്രഗിന് സംഭവിക്കുക എന്നുള്ളത്. ഓക്കെ, നൗ കമ്മിങ് ടു ദ ക്ലാസിഫിക്കേഷൻ ഓഫ് ബയോട്രാൻസ്ഫോർമേഷൻ റിയാക്ഷൻ. എങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയാണ് ബയോട്രാൻസ്ഫോർമേഷൻ റിയാക്ഷൻ നടക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. So it is mainly classified into two, phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 is also known as non-synthetic or functionalization reaction, and phase 2 is also known as synthetic or conjugation reaction. In phase 1 reaction, a functional group is generated or exposed, and the metabolite may be active or inactive, and different reactions in the phase 1 are oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis, cyclization and decyclization. And in case of phase 2 reaction, a conjugated group is added or synthesized in the drug, so that it will the metabolite will be mostly inactive, except few drugs like glucuronide conjugates of morphine and sulfate conjugate of minoxidil, which are active. അപ്പോൾ ഇതാണ് ഫൈനൽ സ്റ്റേജ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. എക്സ്ക്രീഷൻ നടക്കുന്നതിന് മുന്നേ അതിനെ ഇനാക്ടിവേറ്റ് ആക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടും പോളാർ ലൈപ്പിഡ് ഇൻസോളിബിൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വാട്ടർ സോളിബിൾ ആക്കിയിട്ടുള്ള ഡ്രഗുകളായിട്ട് കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള റിയാക്ഷൻസുകളാണ് phase 2 റിയാക്ഷൻസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, നൗ എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് ഓഫ് phase 2 reactions are glucuronide conjugation, acetylation, methylation, sulfate conjugation, glycine conjugation, glutathione conjugation, ribonucleoside or nucleotide synthesis. So this is the metabolism, drug molecules. After the phase 1 reaction, it may be reactive metabolites, or it may be directly conjugated with some conjugates, and after the reactive molecule it may deconjugation reuptake and it may be excreted in biliary, and after the phase 2 it will conjugated and it will converted to polar water soluble compound which will excreted through the urine, and non-polar compounds, water insoluble compounds, will excreted through the fecus through biliary action. So this is the phase 1 lipid soluble polar drugs. After the phase 1 reaction like oxidation hydrolysis, it will converted to metabolites, and this metabolite will converted to metabolite B by phase 2 reactions like conjugation with glycine, sulfate and glucuronic acid, and it will be water soluble. This is water insoluble drug which will be converted to water soluble drug and which are polar and which can be excreted in urine and bile. Now let's discuss the phase 1 reaction. It's also known as non-synthetic or functionalization reaction. There are 5 reactions in phase 1: oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis, cyclization and decyclization. First one is oxidation. What is oxidation? നമ്മൾ പ്ലസ് ടുവിൽ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. Either it will be addition of oxygen or negatively charged radicals, or removal of hydrogen or positively charged radicals. And the various oxidation reactions are hydroxylation and oxygenation at the carbon, nitrogen, sulfur atom. Nitrogen are O dealkylation and oxidative deamination. These are the different reactions by oxidative reaction or oxidation, and these are carried out by an enzyme, monooxygenase enzyme, which are present in the liver, which is final step involved in the cytochrome P450 hemoprotein NADPase, cytochrome P450 reductase and molecular oxygen. And examples of drugs which are metabolized by oxidations are barbiturates, phenothiazine, imipramine, ibuprofen, paracetamol, steroid, phenytoin, benzodiazepine and theophylline. So these are the oxidation reaction. Now coming to reduction, this is the just opposite of oxidation reduction, and it will be the removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen, and it involves cytochrome P450 enzyme working in opposite direction of that of oxidation reaction. Usually functional group with alcohol, aldehyde and quinone are reduced, and examples are chloral hydrate, chloramphenicol, halothane and warfarin, which will be reduced during the metabolism. Now coming to third reaction, that is the hydrolysis. This is the cleavage of drug by taking up of molecules of water. Usually ester, amide, polypeptide drugs are hydrolyzed by different enzymes like esterase, amidase and peptidase respectively. And examples of drug which will metabolized by hydrolysis are choline esters, procaine lidocaine, procainamide, aspirin, carbamazepine epoxide, pethidine and oxytocin. Now coming to cyclization reaction, this is the formation of ring structure from the straight chain during the metabolism. So example is proguanyl. And decyclization reaction, it is the opening of ring structure of the cyclic drug molecules. Example is barbiturates and phenytoin. So these are all about the phase 1 reaction or non-synthetic or functionalization reaction. There are 5 reactions: oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis, cyclization and decyclization. Now coming to the phase 2 reaction. This reaction is also known as synthetic or conjugation reaction, and they will form polar highly ionized organic acid after the metabolism, and which will be easily excreted in urine and bile. And the different reactions are glucuronide conjugation, acetylation, methylation, sulfate conjugation glycine conjugation, glutathione conjugation, ribonucleotide or nucleotide synthesis. Now coming to the glucuronide conjugation. This is carried out by a group of enzyme UDP glucuronyl transferase or UGT enzyme. Compound with hydroxyl or carboxylic group are easily conjugated with the glucuronic acid. Here the conjugating group is glucuronic acid, and drug and also some exogenous substance like bilirubin and steroidal hormone and thyroxine will utilize this pathway for the metabolism, and glucuronidation take place in molecules of water of drug which favor in excretion in the bile. Now example of the drug which are metabolized by glucuronide conjugations are chloramphenicol, aspirin, paracetamol, lorazepam, morphine and metronidazole. Now coming to the second phase 2 reaction, that is the acetylation reaction. In this, compound having amino and hydrazine residue are conjugated with the help of acetyl coenzyme A. Examples of drugs which are metabolized by acetylation are sulfonamide, isoniazid, para-amino salicylic acid, hydralazine, clonazepam and procainamide. Now coming to third phase 2 reaction, that is methylation. In this, amines and phenol are methylated by methionine and cysteine which will act as an methyl donors. Examples of drug which will act or which will metabolized by methylation reactions are adrenaline, histamine, nicotinic acid, methyl dopa, catropryl and mercaptopurines. Now coming to the next reaction, that is a sulfate conjugation reaction. Phenolic compounds and steroids are usually sulfated by an enzyme, sulfotransferase enzyme. Examples of drugs which are metabolized by sulfate conjugation is chloramphenicol, methyl dopa, adrenaline and sex steroids. Now coming to next phase 2 reaction, that is the glycine conjugation. Usually salicylate like aspirin and other drugs having carboxylic group are conjugated with the glycine. Now coming to sixth phase 2 reaction, that is the glutathione conjugation. It is served to inactivate highly reactive quinine or epoxide intermediate formed during the metabolism of certain drugs, and example is paracetamol which is metabolized by glutathione conjugation. And next one is ribonucleoside or nucleotide synthesis. Activation of meripurine and pyrimidine antimetabolites are used in the cancer therapy are metabolized by ribonucleoside or nucleoside synthesis. So that is all about the classification of metabolism, phase 2, phase 1 and phase 2 metabolism. After the phase 1 metabolism, the metabolite may be active or inactive, and after phase 2 reaction it will be inactive and it will be polar, water soluble, so that it can be easily excreted without reabsorbing in the renal tubules. Now the enzyme which will help for the metabolism are of two types, that is the microsomal enzymes and non-microsomal enzymes. Now microsomal enzymes which are located in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, primarily in the liver, also in the kidney, intestinal mucosa and the lungs. This will catalyze the different reaction like oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis, glucuronide conjugation which are inducible by drugs, dye and other agencies. Now examples are monooxygenase, cytochrome P450 and glucuronide transferase. Now another type of enzyme is non-microsomal enzyme which are present in the cytoplasm and mitochondria of the hepatic cells as well as other tissues including plasma. Examples are flavoprotein oxidase, esterase, amidase and other conjugates. So these are the different type of metabolizing enzyme present in the body which will help for the metabolism.